Hello, everyone. Welcome, you guys. We're doing some jambalaya tonight. Look at that. I have all kinds of amazing fond in the bottom of my quick cooker pan. I'm going to show you guys what I have laid out right now, which I know looks like a cluster in my tiny kitchen. But this is the rest of our ingredients, okay? Rice. This is some basically part cooked chicken and chicken sausage, chicken broth. This is a can of, I don't even know what they call it. I just call it Rotel, but this was actually like the store brand. So like diced tomatoes and peppers. This is some Cajun seasoning. And I'm going to show you guys a food chopper, chop up the rest of our veggies. Look at all that deliciousness. And I also want to show you guys because I'm so excited about this. I know this also looks messy right now too, but I'm going to pull this strainer out of here, you guys. And this is homemade ham. What would it be, I guess? Like homemade ham stock, I guess. So I use the scraps and all kinds of veggie scraps. You can see onion, carrot, celery. There's garlic in here. Pepper, like black pepper. I don't even know what they're called when they're full, but all kinds of stuff, bay leaves. So I'm going to make some ham and veggie soup out of that once I strain all of those veggie scraps out. So I'm excited to show this to you guys. We're going to get started. Yes. Okay, just waiting for my cameraman here, but I'm going to show you guys what I got going on, okay? So here's the quick cooker. I know many of you are very excited about this baby, which I am equally so. So I'm going to turn it on to sear, which is the first setting here, and I'm going to hit start. When I showed you guys the chicken and the sausage, I already seared that off inside of the quick cooker, and that's what all of this darkness is from. It's just from that, you know, cooking and sauteing in the bottom. That is going to be really super delicious flavor, so I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to keep that in there. Then what I'm going to do is add in our veggies, and we're gonna sear or saute those, however you would prefer to say that, for about 3 minutes. I'm gonna add some garlic in there as well. And then you guys, literally everything else that's out here is just gonna get dumped into the pot, into our inner pot right here. It's gonna be a 1-pot meal, and it's gonna be delicious. Here's my pot here. So we're set to go. I'm going to show you guys what I'll do with the food chopper here for anybody who hasn't seen it. This is a really great item for those of you who maybe aren't comfortable with a knife, or you know, you have little ones at home, and it'll be noisy. But that's all you do, you guys. Look at that. So you can make it as fine as you want. You can do it however you'd like. Hi, Chelsea. You guys hop on. If you have any questions, just let me know. So my ladies who are hosting right now, the food chopper is a great half price item for you. You can get it for $17.50 for your half price item.
Chelsea says, hi, and I need that.
Yes, Chelsea, you guys would love this. The kids can use it. All of it comes apart, which I wasn't planning on showing you guys, but I am really picky. Like, I like to get all the little like scraps of veggies out of here too, so I'll like scrape the collar with my mixing scraper to get all of it out, because I don't like to waste. But you don't have to, of course, and it is all dishwasher safe, so you can drop it right in the dishwasher. So half price item, you guys, if you don't have anything else major on your list. $17.50. I think it's well worth the money. I know people who have literally had their food choppers for like 30 years from Pampered Chef, which is so cool. So that was the rest of my veggies. I just wanted to show that to you guys. Those are going right in the pots. And in here, you guys, and I don't know if everyone has had jambalaya or not. This is our first time actually making it. We just had some on Saturday. It was so good, or maybe it was Friday. Friday. It was so good. So I knew that we had this quick cooker recipe, and I was like, yep, we have to try that this week. So in here, and I'll post the recipe for you guys, I chop all of this with the food chopper. It's a red bell pepper. I put 2 jalapenos in there, a yellow onion, 3 celery stalks, which I chopped very finely because my husband does not like celery. And what else is in here? I think that's it. So this is gonna go inside. You hear how hot that is? So you guys, the quick cooker is awesome because it's literally like a one pot for everything. You can sear in here so you can get some good flavor on whatever it is you're cooking in here first. You guys can use it as a slow cooker. Obviously you can do, you know, tons of different one pot meals. So I'm just gonna let this cook for about 3 minutes. And that's, I don't do that often, but that's literally following the instructions for the recipe.
So Cassie and Jan.
Woo! Hi Cassie and Jamie.
This is Jan Price.
Oh, Jan. Hi, Jan. Hi, ladies. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going through the jambalaya here. This is a garlic press, if you haven't seen it. Really great for fresh garlic.
And your ma's on.
Hi, Mom. What's everyone doing, you guys? What's everyone making for dinner tonight?
Making a test. It smells so good.
Yeah, so I didn't really have Cajun seasoning either, you guys, and I'm just gonna say this. If you make this recipe, like if you get the quick cooker and you make it in your quick cooker, or if you have a different pressure cooker at home already, you guys, you can make the same recipe. Do not add any extra salt because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Cajun seasoning, if you make your own, it's not so bad, which I kind of did like our own mixture here. But like half of this is store-bought, so I added everything else to it except for salt to try like mellow out the salt because it is super salty. But do not add any extra salt to this if you make it at home. And the other thing I guess I would probably say, just from my own like experience, you know, kind of prepping this so far tonight, oops, sorry, it's probably loud.
Yeah.
I would say measure everything. This inner pot is gonna have a max fill line for you, but measure your ingredients because with this, we're gonna be adding chicken stock to it, and learn from my mistakes because I made a risotto recipe in here one time, which also needed chicken stock, and I didn't measure it. I just eyeballed it. I put in way too much, and it still tasted good, but it was like super soupy, which isn't really what you want. And we don't really want that from our jambalaya either. So we want it to be...
The max fill line is...
Yeah, so max fill line is right here. It's a 6-quart capacity. Jermaine, I know you are looking at this. This will be an awesome... you can get it for $120 for your half price item this month, just for hosting your party, which is awesome. Heck, you can even get it for free, which is amazing. I'm gonna let that go just a touch longer. I'm actually gonna start adding in my rice too. I'm using jasmine rice, which is like a common white rice. I shouldn't say it's common. It is pretty common, but it's the white rice that we generally use at home most often. And it cooks so well in our rice cooker in the microwave, which is amazing. So I'm doing 1.5 cups of rice. And literally, you guys, all right in the pot, which is awesome. So I like to mix my rice all in together because I feel like, you know, it'll get a little bit toasty too. And all of this, you guys, adds extra flavor. It's all like an extra layer of flavor, which I love. The recipe did say to, which you guys can see, I cooked my sausage, my chicken sausage. You guys can see I got some, you know, brown bits on it, which that is flavor. And my chicken's probably not cooked all the way through, but again, I seared it to get some flavor on it, which is gonna flavor everything else in the pot. And then, obviously, whatever is not cooked for the chicken, I should be right-handed right now, or I should be left-handed. Whatever's not cooked in there is gonna cook in the rest of, you know, when the quick cooker's cooking. I will also tell you guys, if you are super like health conscious, I already talked about the high sodium from the Cajun, which obviously, again, you can do like homemade stuff. But that is like, you know, the grease from the sausage, which, yes, is delicious. But, you know, it's not super heart healthy. So you maybe want to pick a different type of sausage, or maybe substitute your sausage, or you could just do like veggies if you wanted. You're definitely not going to get the same flavor. You know, because fat is flavor, right? But just wanted to throw that out there. Obviously, you can always find another substitute for whatever you're making. Okay, last couple things here. 2 cups of chicken stock, again, which I measured. And that's my homemade chicken stock, which is so cool. That I definitely know does not have a ton of sodium in it because I made it myself.
What's that?
So that's the can of, I mentioned this when I first started. I don't know if anybody was on yet. I always just call it Rotel because, I mean, I've known it as Rotel. And I don't know a lot of stores that carry the store brand of it. So it's either Rotel or our local grocery store actually carries a store brand of it. It's just like fire roasted tomatoes and like diced peppers. So super delicious. And you see all this liquid that's in there, you guys, that's what's going to cook our rice for us. And the last thing is a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, and I wanted to bust these babies out. Normally I don't measure again, but I wanted to show you guys because this is one of the freebies you can get this month with a $75 or more order. So they're really great. This is a tablespoon, so I'm going to do the whole tablespoon like the recipe says. But if I needed a half or a quarter or whatever, I just adjust, and all my measurements are down here, which is great. And if you guys have this at home already, this black part does pop off, just so you know, so it's a little bit easier to clean. So I'm going to give it one more stir, and you guys, this is literally ready to go. If anybody's looking at getting this, or again, if you guys have a different pressure cooker at home already, I would definitely recommend like a mix and scraper. The biggest size is really nice because it's long enough to get all the way down there. I would also say a large pair of tongs, which we have. And then I like our microwave grip sets just to hold on to it when I'm trying to stir it. These are really nice for the inner pot when you have the lid off. Otherwise, this is cool enough you can touch it on the outside as it's working. So I'm just going to put the lid on. I like to turn it before I start it because I don't want the steam under my cabinets. And I'm literally just turning this to the white rice setting, which is exactly what the recipe says. So it's going to take 4 minutes to cook, you guys, which is amazing. I'm going to hit start. It's going to start the whole process for us. It does have to come up to pressure first, which I've had it on sear, and I had it on sear for my chicken and my sausage before you guys jumped on too. So I know it's warmer inside. It's not going to take as long to come to pressure. I would say everything that we've cooked in it, sometimes it takes, you know, like 6-7 minutes. I think the longest we timed it one time to come up to pressure was maybe 15 minutes. But that was like totally cold, you know, starting from nothing. So again, it'll take a couple minutes to come to pressure, but then it'll take 4 minutes to cook and it'll be done. So super excited to try it. I know it's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna have, like, you know, some extra veggies on the side so I feel better about eating it. I'll post a recipe for you guys, and if you have any questions, just post them in the comments, and I'll get back to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys will try this recipe at home yourselves. See you later.